How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I'm back today with my long overdue review of the Nike Air Max 1 Premium Escape. So this new colorway of the Air Max 1 released back in late May for a price of $160 or $210 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is white, slate blue, black, and soft gray. And these are available at most sneaker boutiques, including the Closet Inc. here in Canada. So the Closet Inc. is my go-to shop for Nike retros and Jordan releases, and they're independently owned and operated, based right here in Southern Ontario in Canada. So for all my Canadian viewers out there, I'll link their website, their social media, their Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff down below, so be sure to check them out, show them some love, and tell them that I sent you. So this colorway of the Air Max 1 is inspired by Nike's rich history of trail running shoes. Specifically, this colorway is inspired by a vintage Nike ad with a runner that's running across with Mount St. Helens in the background. So you can see those tones on the poster incorporated on this shoe, and overall I think they executed it beautifully. So diving into the details of this pair, on the toe box you'll see that the base layer of the sneaker is constructed out of a white colored mesh. Surrounding the front toe cap we have the shaggy black suede, and this black suede mudguard runs down the entire length of the shoe and it wraps around the back as well. On the U-throw area of the shoe we have this deep blue colored leather, and then on the quarter panel next to this we have this gray colored nubuck. Covering the top two eyelets we have this red colored TPU, and then overlaid on top of the quarter panel we see that dark blue colored leather once again, and this forms the Nike swoosh. The top ankle collar area of the shoe, this is covered in more of that white colored mesh that we saw earlier on the toe box, and then surrounding the middle portion of the heel we have more gray nubuck, and then we have this tree line embroidery in black along with Nike Air branding stitched on in red. For the laces, so these come with two different trail inspired laces. The one that I really like were these white style laces which feature these fine threads of silver. But if you're not feeling these white laces and you want to give the shoe a bit more contrast, they also give you a secondary pair of dark blue colored laces with these rose gold hits throughout. Underneath this, the tongue is entirely constructed out of that same mesh that we saw earlier on the toe box, and then we have this woven square tag on the top with Nike Air Max branding done in a mix of black and red. The back of the tongue and the interior of the shoe, this is lined in this black colored fabric and has a square stitch pattern to it, giving this inner liner a bit more grip. And the same can be seen on the insole as well. So this is a basic foam insole, however we have that black lining on the very top with Nike Air branding pressed on the heel in red. So the upper of these Air Max 1s sits atop this full-length polyurethane foam midsole which is entirely painted in white. Underneath the heel, just like any other Air Max 1, we have this window which exposes the Air Max unit that's found within the midsole. And then finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, this outsole is constructed out of a combination of slate blue and black rubber. We have that same waffle style traction pattern on the forefoot, along with Nike Air branding running down the center of the heel. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Air Max 1s, and for those wondering about sizing, my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and for recent Air Max 1s, I almost always go true to sizing them, so I picked these up in a size 10. So trying them on, they fit me great. There's about a finger's width between the top of the shoe and the top of my toe, and the width of the shoe gave me no problems. But whatever size you normally wear for recent Air Max 1s, whether that's true to size or for a lot of people half size up, I'd stick with that same size for this colorway. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Air Max 1, and unfortunately, even though it is a Nike Air Max shoe, because this is technology from 1987, it's not the most comfortable shoe on the market, but for a retro shoe that you're going to be wearing just for casual use, I think they're going to be perfectly fine. There's some level of squishiness with this midsole, but all in all it's still more on the firmer side. But if you're watching this video, more likely than not, you know how an Air Max 1 feels underfoot, and these are going to feel the exact same way. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship on this shoe, so first off, material quality I was pretty happy with. The nubucks felt really nice to the touch, same with the leather, you can tell that it's a nice genuine leather. The suede, it wasn't the best suede I've seen, but it's a step above the typical synthetic felt-like suede that Nike likes to use on their Air Max shoes. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, I thought my pair was pretty flawless. The stitch job was solid, there were no visible glue stains, the embroidery work was really good as well, and most importantly, the panels were cut and stitched on consistently, meaning my left foot and the right foot were symmetrical. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, this is just a clean colorway of the Air Max 1, but I do have to say I think Nike released these at the wrong time. This is much more of a fall winter vibe to it, so I think this would have sold a lot better if they dropped these maybe in September or October rather than in late May, where this colorway just doesn't really fit the season. But being a fan of the Air Max 1, I wanted to pick these up because I can definitely see myself rocking these in the later parts of the year. The only thing I wasn't totally in love with this shoe was this tree line embroidery on the heel. I think the shoe would have looked a lot better if they didn't do this. It almost kind of cheapens the look of the shoe, and I would have preferred if they just let the colorway of the shoe speak for itself. But at the end of the day, to me, it's not a deal breaker. I still think this is a great colorway, and just like most shoes on the market these days, I think these are still sitting in a lot of stores and online as well. So I'm almost certain that these are going to be eventually marked down, and they'll be available for a discounted price for those that don't want to pay full retail. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this Nike Air Max 1 Escape? Are you a fan of this colorway? What are your thoughts on this embroidery? And did you pick up a pair of these? Are you waiting for these to go on sale? Or you're just not a fan and it's an easy pass for you? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully it helped you in some way. And I'll catch you guys all in the next one.